Chapter 4: The Second Halloween. A full year passed, but none of the leaves spoke about the doll again. 18-year-old Dalton boxed it up and locked it in the shed behind the house. 9-year-old Kaylee still had nightmares, sometimes waking up with the sound of humming in her ears. 16-year-old Dawson refused to go near the woods. By the time October came again, they all pretended it never happened. The night before Halloween was cold and moonless. Kaylee, now 10, was upstairs painting when she heard something from outside. Faint but unmistakable soft, childish giggle. She froze, brush in midair. Kaylee heard it again. Then she heard someone whisper her name.
Kali.
Her paint jar fell and shattered on the floor. Downstairs, Dawson was cleaning up after dinner when the power flickered. The lights dimmed, then steadied, then flickered again. He frowned, wondering if it was about to storm, but when he glanced out the window, the sky was clear. And then he saw it, a light in the woods, far off but moving, like a lantern swinging slowly. Dalton came into the kitchen just as the lights went out completely. "Generator's fine," he muttered. That wasn't a power surge. A knock came at the door, 3 slow and deliberate knocks. Dalton and Dawson stared at each other. Neither moved. Then a 4th knock at the front door, softer, almost polite. Dalton grabbed the flashlight and opened the door. The porch was empty, except for a trail of muddy footprints, small and childlike, leading down the driveway toward the trees. Kaylee appeared behind him, pale as paper. "She's calling us back," she whispered. Dalton turned to her. "You're staying here," but Kaylee shook her head. "If we don't go, she come in." They followed the footprints into the woods. The deeper they went, the thicker the fog became, wrapping around them like a living thing. Dawson muttered, "I can't believe we're doing this again." Dalton's flashlight flickered, then steadied as they reached a clearing. The cabin stood there, whole again. Its windows glowed faintly yellow, just like before. Kaylee whispered, "But it burned down." "Didn't it?" Dalton swallowed hard. "It's not real. It's something she's making us see." Still, they stepped forward. The door creaked open as they approached, like it had been waiting for them. Inside, everything was the same. Dust, toys, the circle of dolls on the floor. Only this time, 3 new dolls sat in the center. Dalton's stomach turned. "They look like us," Kaylee finished. Each doll was carved with chilling detail. One with Dalton's jacket, one with Dawson's shoes, one with Kaylee's pink hair ribbon. Dawson whispered, "How does she know what we look like now?" From the shadows, a voice replied, soft, childlike, and close.
"Because I've been watching."
A pale figure stepped out from the dark corner. It was the little girl Evelyn. Her eyes glowed faintly, and her voice trembled like a sad song. "You promised you'd play forever." Kaylee's breath caught in her throat. "We didn't promise anything." Evelyn tilted her head. "You came back. That means you remembered." The air grew cold. The dolls turned their heads toward the siblings one by one. Dalton grabbed Kaylee's hand. "Run!" They bolted for the door, but as Dawson turned to follow, one of the dolls reached out, its wooden fingers curling around his ankle. He screamed, kicking it off. The doll fell, its head cracking against the floor. Instantly, the cabin shuddered. Every doll in the room turned its head toward him. Evelyn's voice rose, no longer gentle but furious.
"You broke her."
Dalton yanked Dawson outside, dragging Kaylee behind him as the cabin erupted in whispers and shrieks. The forest came alive, trees bending, roots twisting underfoot. They didn't stop running until they burst out onto the road, gasping, shaking, and covered in dirt. When they finally looked back, the clearing was empty. The cabin was gone, but lying in the middle of the road was the broken doll, the one that looked like Dawson. Its eyes still moved. And carved into its back, in uneven childlike letters, were 4 words. 1 down, 2 to go.